Mike.
Yorick.
Mike Purchase, Orion Environmental. After going through the affinity diagram and helping us group our criteria for technologies for applying of oxygen, we created a Pew diagram. Pew diagram helped us evaluate all the different technologies with using a baseline of a single technology and trying to weight how those things would apply to a site and how we might pick a technology. Going through the Pew diagram, we realized that a more robust decision matrix was required. And as a team, people in our team developed that decision matrix to more I guess, adequately apply that to sites. And it's a great tool, and I think going through even the oxygen technology selection, what we realized was that we needed to take a step back and also look at when and when would we not, or what problems might we come to for applying that oxygen. So we also added on to that another decision matrix for applying oxygen on a site. Yeah.
I'm Jeff Quinn with Orion. We developed performance specifications and rules of thumb for monitoring the cleanup of sites using oxygen. These performance specifications are going to be sent back to the project managers so that they can develop sampling protocol and analytical procedures and monitor the cleanup of their site. We put together the protocol and the specifications, as well as sampling frequency for geochemical parameters, for the chemicals of concern, and for the microbial parameters.
Nice.
Gary Barker with Horizon, and just when we thought we'd beat everything to death and pulled everything out of it, we went through our VSM ideas and solutions one more time, and we picked out probably at least a half a dozen other pieces of the puzzle that we thought warranted some more discussion. We've added those to our newspaper, and we're going to have solutions or discuss solutions of them in the future, hopefully within the next 30 to 60 days. And help improve the whole program for oxygen injection and bioremediation at soil projects. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Jeff Hennier with Azure Environmental. I'm talking about the newspaper. As Gary alluded to, all of the tools, the lean process, all of the Kaizen rules that we put into our process here, we have put onto a piece of paper that identifies our major goals, and this is a visual depiction of exactly what we tried to accomplish with this Kaizen, and I think it was very successful. We identified the really important problems that we've encountered in implementing the O2 at the sites. It developed ideas of what the responses were and split into smaller groups to accomplish these goals. And most of these goals, I'm proud to say, we've accomplished today. We have identified several follow-up items and due dates and identified the people who are going to follow through with that. And I think everyone's looking forward to using these tools that we've developed here into a more efficient and streamlined process on our projects.
Thanks, newspaper man.
I'm Sue Boyle with Haley and Aldrich, and I'm going to talk about what did we learn during the Kaizen. Kaizen is a rapid improvement process. That's actually what the word means, and it's not just about improving rapidly, as we indicated here with all the work we've done. It's also about learning, and we have learned so much over the last 2 days about lean, about each other, about the technologies, about Jeff and what he values, and it's been an excellent experience. If you look behind Mike and Jeff over here, there's a matrix on what we have actually learned, and we've really had a significant movement in what we did learn. We went from not really knowing much about a lot of the subjects that were on here to really knowing an awful lot, and that really shows all the rapid learning that we did during this event. We summarize at the end of each day, what did we learn? It's one of the lean tools to actually summarize at the end of the day, and it really brings everything together. And then the closing celebration is actually a summary of the whole Kaizen. So we are summarizing what we learned during this wonderful summarizing event. And we learned an awful lot about oxygen technologies. We learned an awful lot about the sites and the different technologies that are going on and how we're applying it similarly and differently. We learned an awful lot about biases, about our own biases, about other people's biases. And we learned how to work together to bring those biases out into the group and really come through them. And I think we did that to Jeff's benefit. We've learned Jeff is very special, although we all knew that going in. And I think one of the reasons why we all want to do the best for Jeff, because he is so special. But I think we all came together as an excellent team. We had excellent teamwork, which is written here somewhere. Teamwork is very successful. I think one of the most important things we did learn, though, is how to poo. I mean pew. So I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself and about everyone here, and obviously about oxygen technologies.
Beautiful.